Welcome, viewers, to the Spotlight Show. Today's topic is vaping. I'm Sharon Snodgrass, member of the Commission for Children, Youth, and Family of the cities of Farmington and Farmington Hills. We are here in the Health Exploration Center of the St. Joseph Mercy Canton Center here in Canton, Michigan. I'm here with Cheryl Phillips, who is the coordinator of the Science Exploration Station. We're here to talk with Cheryl, who often gives lectures on the topic about vaping, and I think Cheryl will start with, what is vaping?
Vaping is the use of an ENDS unit, an electronic nicotine delivery system. These products were developed in China around 2004, and they came to the United States in 2006. Their sole reason to exist is to put nicotine into the human body in another method.
And the vaping, is that considered e-cigarettes and other products too?
Pretty much any electronic means that gets nicotine into the human body is considered a vape.
And how does someone acquire a vaping product? Can they buy it at a store, or?
There are many facilities that sell vaping products, gas stations, tobacco shops. There are many different facilities that are licensed to be able to sell the product.
And is vaping popular with adults and children?
It is. I don't have the statistics on adults, but with children it's very popular, and that's our biggest concern right now, is we have many kids that are using vape apparatuses self-admittedly. We have about 20% of high schools, which is over 3 million high schoolers throughout the United States.
Wow.
We have over 500,000 middle schoolers. And we think about that, that's kids as young as 10 years old that are self-admitting that they're using vaping in the last 30 days.
And when they use the products, there a certain type of product that they use, and where do they use it at?
They will use it anywhere, even in schools. We have schools over and over report that kids are using this right on campus, even though it's not okay for them to do so. And the products can be extremely small as something like an MP3 player size. They can look like USB ports, so parents don't recognize that it's a vape product versus something that they actually need for their computer. And they hide it very, very well.
Yeah. Well, could you show us some vaping products that you have brought with you?
For parents that are unfamiliar, yes. The most common ones youth use is something like this. This is called a Soren. It's very small, very compact. Kids can easily hide it in their sock, in their shoe, in their pocket. And then, of course, one of the most other popular ones is the Juul. And the Juul, again, small, compact, and it plugs right into a computer in order to charge. So these are the two most popular ones among our youth, because again, they're easy to hide and inconspicuous, and parents don't necessarily know what they are.
And would a parent know if their child was using a vapor product in their bedroom? Would they smell anything or notice any behavior change?
They may or may not. With cigarettes, there's that telltale sign of cigarette smoke. With vaping, there really isn't. The vape apparatuses hold vape juice in them that have many flavors to them. So if they smell something fruity or unusual, it might be a red flag, but there's no telltale sign that somebody's vaping and using this product.
Now, is this an expensive item for the students to buy?
It's definitely not cheap to vape. It can be anywhere from $500 to $1,500 a year for someone to engage in this product. A starter pack, like one of the ones we've seen, can start at anywhere from $30 to $50. And then they have to continually buy the vape juice. So it's not cheap for kids to engage in this.
And what is the vape juice?
The vape juice is the liquid that goes in the vape apparatus. It includes propylene glycol, vegetable glycerin, flavoring agents, and nicotine. And the concern is that when those products are mixed together and then heated up to be turned from a liquid into a vapor, that we have a lot of negative byproducts that people are inhaling in their body. They're inhaling volatile organic compounds like toluene, which is in paint thinner, formaldehyde, which we preserve dead bodies with, benzene from car exhaust. That's just an example of some of the chemicals they are choosing to inhale when they engage in this product.
If you have this vape juice, we can have all kinds of ingredients. Is there some distinction beside if you buy some from a store or a homemade concoction?
There can be, definitely. And especially, again, when it comes to youth, they're not walking into a store and buying this. So they're buying it from somebody who might have got it from somebody who might have got it from somebody else. And I did hear a story a couple years ago at a school I was at. That school had a student come in with vape products, and they confiscated those vape products. And that school sent everything out to a drug lab for testing to see if there's any other thing mixed into it. That student's vape juice came back positive for urine. So somebody had diluted the vape juice along the way, being passed hand to hand to hand, and that's what that student ended up with. They just really do not know what they are getting when they're buying something off the black market or homemade or from a third party. If it's not directly from a store in a sealed package, it could be altered in any way.
It adds to another element of you don't know what you're ingesting in your body.
Absolutely.
So, what should we emphasize about the long-term effects of the vaping products on young adults?
Yeah, that is the million-dollar question right now. In terms of the chemicals that we know that they are inhaling, we don't know what the long-term health effects will be. However, when it comes to vaping in our young people, we do know the effects that nicotine has on their brain as it is growing. You know, the brain's not completely grown and mature until they're about 25 years old. So when they're adding nicotine into it while it's growing, or any other chemical or substance, it can have a long-term negative health effect.
Vaping is addictive as cigarette smoking?
Absolutely it is. Vape juice has nicotine in it, and nicotine can get into those brain cells while it's growing, and it can end up being a lifelong habit because they engaged in it during their teenage years.
And how can we better share with people information, families and the schools, about the vaping long-term effects and the problems with the young people vaping? What can the families do?
There are a lot of resources available online through the Surgeon General, through the CDC, and then St. Joseph Mercy Health System has programs that will come out into communities. Our Vaping 101 What's Important to Know program, we will bring it out to schools to talk directly to students. We will bring it to communities to talk with parents and interested community members. There are many resources available for people. They just need to do some research.
And here at the Health Exploration Center, do you have some special programs or information for people?
We do. We have programs for preschoolers through high schoolers on a variety of health topics. You know, as young as toothbrushing and hand washing for our younger people to how the body works, as well as substance abuse prevention programs for 4th grade on up. And so that's some of the programs we will bring out to schools if they have an interest.
And so would one of our viewers go to the Health Exploration website?
Yes, our website is healthexplorationstation.com. It has information about all the programs and when people can come and visit us, or a group can come as on a field trip.
As while we're here in the Health Exploration Center, why don't you tell us a little bit more about what happens down here in the basement?
Absolutely. So we're primarily a field trip destination. Again, preschool through high school groups can come and visit us. We are open for programming 3 times a day, as well as we're open for families to come on the 4th Thursday of every month throughout the year to come visit us and tour our museum area. And so we have over 20 different programs that teachers can choose from for the group. When they come here, they get a program in the classroom about health, and then they get to explore in the museum area.
Well, that'll be great. Michelle, you've been a great speaker for us, and we put this little video on YouTube so that families can watch it either on their Spectrum or AT&T cable channel, or just to go to the City of Farmington Hills website, fh.gov, and click on the YouTube button, and they'll find it on vaping, and just a quick little informational, and hopefully that it will help many people in the community. Thank you again, Cheryl, for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, viewers, for viewing our program today.